Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie, and today I'm here to show you Natural Born Killers in a rather unknown 2-DVD metal edition from Germany. And this is a release which, I know that this had come out a couple of years back and I'd sort of been meaning to buy it, but thinking like, nah, it's not a problem. Then suddenly, when I wanted to get it, I realized that it was out of print, and it's actually quite hard to find these days. Even on eBay, I never really saw this on eBay, so I had to go through some German connections. Big thank you to Jab, who helped me out getting this. I figured this was just going to be another metal pack, slightly rare, slightly unknown. But what I got is actually not a metal pack at all, nor is it a steelbook. This is, very much like a steelbook or metal pack. It has the sort of characteristics of it if you look at it from the exterior. It's got a red metallic sort of gloss finish, and it's such an odd cover with like the eyes that are done just in a sort of non-reflective style, so it really stands out if you're tilted to get like a dark image and you just still have like the white eyes. And if we check the top right up here, you'll notice that it says 2-DVD metal edition, and also down here you'll notice that we actually have this odd sort of color shift. Up here we have a very sort of dark metallic print, and then under the logo here we suddenly have this bright red thing, which isn't metallic looking at all. This is just sort of like a standard print. I mean, the whole case is metal, but as you can tell, this switches from light and dark, while the bottom part of the cover doesn't do anything at all. It's just red. So maybe it's some kind of miscalculation. Maybe they meant for the entire cover to be the same and somehow that part just fell off. I don't know. I mean, the spine is also this metallic sort of shimmery look. The bottom side, the top side, all around, and then just down here they just switched it for this sort of non-reflective red thing. So I don't know, I think it's very interesting, very cool looking, and well, now I think it's time to take a look at the spine, so just go ahead and do that. And as you can tell here, this is very much sort of a typical metal pack spine, but this is not a metal pack, and you will see why in a little bit. Just gonna give you a closer look at the back cover first, and as you can tell here, it's all printed in German, but that's not a big surprise because the Germans do tend to do that on their releases. Here we just have a closer look at the special features, and obviously also printed in German, so it might be hard to understand, but the sort of short story is that it doesn't really have any exclusive features. I mean, if you look at Natural Born Killers as a movie, most editions feature the same things. It's a good release, I'd say, but not the best and not the worst. Anyway, interesting thing down here, which I don't know why they did this, but if you take a close look down here, you'll actually notice that there is a sticker on top of the case. So you basically have like this logo, which is marketing film, but for whatever reason I don't know what they covered up. I mean, is it the same underneath or is it something different? I've been very curious and tempted to peel this off. And if you look extra close, you'll notice that it actually says magneticase. Anyway, enough chattering, because now I want to show you why this thing is not a metal pack and what makes it so different from what I expected. So, here we go. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but what we have is basically there's like this sort of felt or textile fabric type material, almost like, not really, it's not velvet or anything, but yeah, you probably sort of realize and understand what the surface is. And then we have this thing, which is basically just a soft extra foam padding hub thing. So basically, when you close the case up, this little padding thing stops the discs from coming loose or falling off or whatever. So, I don't know what to say. Definitely a good thing. I mean, it's basically the same as putting like a piece of bubble wrap inside or something, but here it's actually sort of standard, like a standard part of the case construction or whatever. So, yeah, good thinking. A bit odd having it as a loose piece, but I don't really complain, so yeah. And as you can tell, we have two discs in here, and there's actually nothing behind the disc. If I take it off, you'll notice that it's just pretty plain hub, no background artwork or anything. It's pretty simple to take off, so yeah, I think it's a fairly good case design overall. You don't really have any complaints about it. As you can tell, just two discs, and this is the first one with the movie on it. Then we have bonus contents, sort of special feature material and stuff like that. And last but not least, I can also mention that the discs in this release aren't actually, you know, they're not unique. They are basically it's basically a repackaging of an older release from a company called Laser Paradise in Germany. So, you know, they're not exclusive to this particular version. I was really surprised opening this, didn't really expect this. And I guess one of the most obvious questions would be, why do they call this thing a magneticase? You know, like, what's that all about? Is it, you know, does it have some sort of significance to the case type, or is it, you know, what's it all about? And I didn't think about it at first, but then, you know, seeing the logo, I sort of, hold on a second, do they mean that it's, and then it just hit me. It's actually a magnetic case. If you just check up here at the corners, you actually have tiny round embedded magnets, which are actually underneath these sort of fabrics. So you got one in each corner here. So the way it works is that these magnets basically replace the use of the somewhat classic steelbook or metal pack plastic clasp thing, which you usually have here. So closing it up, you actually have a magnetic effect, and you know, it just snaps together. Very simple, opens, you know, very easily, and I don't know what to say. I love this thing. I love the magnetic case, and with the sort of odd foam protection hub thing, you won't have to worry about discs coming loose, getting scratched. So yeah, on the other hand, you do lose the sort of use of the interior artwork, because you can't really have this here. But I mean, I would like to see a metal pack or steelbook type design with interior artwork that still utilizes the magnet effect. So yeah, definitely an interesting step in an interesting direction for this sort of steel case category. But anyway, that is it from me today. Really hope you enjoyed this, and as usual, I hope to see you all next time.